I think that we keep this just because we have so much, like, even if we miss multiple times, we have like 1 mana spell, 1 mana spell, 1 mana spell, and if we hit, we're just in such good shape. So we're going to start with Godless Shrine in case we draw Swamp. And we're going to lead with Inquisition, because it could potentially slow the opponent down considerably. Alright, so the opponent is not playing a fast deck, so we should have time. The Path to Exile could give us the lands we need, so we probably don't want to take that. I don't want to take Think Twice, because that's just a cycle. Snapcaster or Vendilion Click. I think the Vendilion Click is going to be the most problematic card in this hand. So yeah, we'll just take that. Path, Snapcaster, Think Twice. We did not get there. Just rip again. I drew a Deprive. I think we take the Snapcaster Mage this time, so they have 2 paths, a Deprive, and a Think Twice. Looks like just a standard blue-white control deck. I was playing around with this, a deck similar to this pretty recently. It was okay. I think I like Tidehollow Sculler. Kind of forces the opponent to either use a path or the Deprive. If it's a Deprive, which it's looking like it is going to be, then Liliana's going to be safe when that happens. They drew Mana Leak, okay. So they still have the Deprive. This Gravecrawler gets through that. So they have Path, Deprive. I kind of like just Liliana at this point, because that'll force the Deprive, and then the second Liliana will resolve. And then we can plus and discard Gravecrawler, and then eventually bring the Gravecrawler right back. Yep, Deprive, pick up a land. And then next turn we jam Liliana again. Another Gravecrawler, nice. You draw another counter. Nope. Discards a path, nice. Think Twice. It's a good answer to Liliana. Not answer, but a way to get out of the Liliana chokehold, basically. Obviously a card we knew we had. Since most of his threats are instant speed type threats like Snapcaster, Vendilion Click, Colonnade, the Dark Salvation is unlikely to get online. And I think I want to play the Gravecrawler and get the other Gravecrawler back. So I think I just discard the Dark Salvation. I mean, I could just make a creature with the Dark Salvation, discard the crawler, and then flashback both crawlers, but I think that is less likely to work out the way I want it to. Casting Think Twice in response, yep. Alright, discarded Verdict, so they still have the Path in hand. Cast this guy. Now I cast this guy. Hopefully you don't have Detention Sphere. So now we have two threats that are pretty strong. They're very resilient to cards like Supreme Verdict. And if you Path to Exile us, that just gets us an extra land, which we're not unhappy about for sure. And I really want to hold on to this path for that Colonnade. So ideally, if I just draw like a land or something, I could discard that to Liliana, because I want to get up to ultimate too. Yeah, now they have another Colonnade. Alright, we did draw a land. So we'll smash with Crawler. Plus Liliana. Sphinx is rev for 1. It's nice when the opponent, that's what the opponent's doing. I think they're trying to draw a land, so they can go just attack with Colonnade. Discard Verdict. They're just like, this is my last chance. Untapped land, attack with Colonnade into Liliana. Yep, keep from ultimating. And then you lose the the last card in your hand. Alright, so that resolves now before attackers are declared, because if you have like I don't know what, you could have some sort of counter, you want to tap your guy and can't attack. So we set this up perfectly. But they have another Colonnade, unfortunately. But at least we get to ultimate on our turn now. Means they don't lose their last card in hand, though. So if we plus, like if we just make a 2/2 and plus, the opponent loses their last card, but then Colonnade comes at Liliana. She goes all the way down to 3. So I think I want to just ultimate here. I think that's the more important line. Alright, so Colonnade and bottom. So I can give you 4 lands or Colonnade and other land. If you do 3 and 3, they'll just take the Colonnade pile. I don't want that. I'd rather give them 4 lands, I guess. Just do that. So basically, kill your Colonnade and your Glacial Fortress. Whoa, you kept the 2 lands? Jeez. That was super aggressive by the opponent. They're just like, can't lose my Colonnade. Well, that was a good draw step. So we'll attack first. Then we will plus mana leak. Alright, we're still ahead. Liliana, powerful magic card. Another colonnade, yep. Opponent has no cards in hand. Yeah, we'll just play this. Jace Beleren, interesting one. We each draw a card. Nope, just you. So, well, that's a good one. I think in this spot we want to attack one at Jace, one at the opponent. It means that we don't have lethal next turn, but letting them draw another card with Jace is basically the same as giving them an extra turn anyway. And if they draw like a verdict or something, they could get multiple turns off of it if we leave Jace around. Alright, so I guess I attack the opponent down to 1, so can't crack their fetch. Then I'll cast this Sculler. Mana leak, okay, yes I will pay. Yep, no cards in hand, got it. Plus, and this should be the game. Time to sideboard. So this matchup is not about them pressuring us. I think it's going to just come down to this attrition fight. Nihil Spellbomb is good against Snapcaster Mage. Definitely don't want either of these cards. So Path to Exile is good, because most of their threats are instant speed. Dark Salvation was a little lackluster. It's usually not going to have a bunch of good targets. If we are resolving our Planeswalkers, then Oath is, kind of a win more card, I think. Maybe not. I think Sculler might be a card we could cut because it's really only going to be used for tempo in this matchup because they have sweepers and removal spells, so they're going to get rid of the Sculler, so they'll get the spell back that's under the Sculler. So I think the Scullers might be the card to come out, in which case we would make room for the Spell Bombs. So those would take out Snapcasters. And we still have 6 quality discard spells. We have our 8 Planeswalkers. We have our main zombie package. Without Sculler and I guess Dark Salvation is one of the reasons to play zombies. The Crypt Breaker is going to be harder to turn on, but it can turn on itself by discarding other cards. We still have Mood Vault, we have Oath of Liliana, so we still have all these cards to make zombies at 17. Yeah, I think I want to go with this route. We might be hurting our internal synergy too much by cutting the Scullers and the Dark Salvations. Alright, deal. I'll keep this. Cryptbreaker seems like one of our better cards in this matchup if we could stick it around. Question is, do I want to lead with discard though? No, I think this is probably fine. Let's go ahead and get this guy out there. The next turn we'll probably just play Blood Scrivener. Might play the Thoughtseize the turn before they can Verdict. Don't really want to get my Lingering Souls Vendilion clicked, but that might be what happens next turn. We're okay with getting this mana leaked. We're not too worried about a Scrivener at this point. In this matchup, I think it's better as like a later game card. Now next turn we're going to lead with Thoughtseize, I think, to take their Verdict. Or I guess if they just pass with all their mana up, we might play the Inquisition first to take the mana leak, and then Thoughtseize their Verdict. Alright, I will say yes. Well, that was good for us. That means they are very unlikely to have Verdict in their hand, otherwise they'd be just ecstatic about being able to kill multiple creatures with it. And we got rid of our excess Scrivener. Alright, we're about to get our Lingering Souls clicked. It's not what we wanted. We'll let that resolve. Maybe we'll take something else. Oh, we could discard the Lingering Souls to the Cryptbreaker in response. I actually like that, because then it's in the graveyard. Huh. Yeah, I actually like that a lot. So we're going to let the click resolve, assuming you're going to target me. Yeah, you target me. In response, discard Lingering Souls. Yeah, that was sweet. I like how that worked out. Now let's see, you want to take our Path, you want to take our Scrivener, you want to take one of our discard spells, you want to leave us with everything. What you want to do? Took our Path, okay. So I think I want to lead with my discard spells instead of the Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls is a good answer to the click, but I think I'm okay with doing that next turn. I'd rather do that this turn. So Gideon and Angel and Path, Tech Edge. So do I want to take Gideon or Angel? Can I beat a Gideon? I feel like the Angel is going to be the more problematic card of the two. I mean, Gideon is certainly a powerful Magic card, but I think the Gideon's going to be easier to deal with. This point is Gideon and Tech Edge. And then next turn, we get to play Blood Scrivener, Flashback Souls, play Godless Shrine, and we're going to get to draw a card off of the Cryptbreaker. Probably just makes a token. Try Inquisition. So if we play Inquisition, then we play Blood Scrivener, and then we play Untapped Godless Shrine, we go to 10. We can tap all 3 of our zombies, draw 2 cards because of the Blood Scrivener with no cards in hand. We go to 9 life. We go to 8 life. Then we can flashback Lingering Souls. I think I like that play the best. Okay, so we have a Fountain. Lucky you. So you don't really have to do it yet. If the opponent draws a removal spell. So we're going to want to block the click. If they activate Gideon, we have to block Gideon. Yeah, I guess we'll do it now. Yeah, we have to play Lingering Souls. Alright, so we actually, I think, have inevitability this game, and the opponent is in a position where they have to try to tempo us out. Okay, good, they're not attacking with Gideon. I think that's good. So just block click. Not attacking with click, wow. I guess this makes sense. Like, we really need the flyer to keep the click in check. So I think our life total is not so low that we can't take this. Let's just go to 6. Guess the opponent drew something. Wall. Alright. Play a land tapped. Make a dude. Only get to draw 1 card. So we could play Scrivener, Crawler, Crawler. And then we could draw some cards. See, if the opponent plays a land, they would attack with the click and the colonnade, and we have to basically double chump. I think we want to draw some cards now. So we draw 3 cards. We'll play Urborg. And then we can Path to Exile. And then on our upkeep, we could even discard the Bloodstained Mire to the Crypt Breaker, so that we draw cards off the Scrivener. I don't know if you even want to do that, though. We need a Sorin, we need to gain some life. Getting too low. If they make Gideon a creature, we could path that. If they emblem Gideon, we could path the Vendilion Click. There's some things we could do. We're at 3 though, so not dying is the thing that we want to do most. Yep, Colonnade. Getting a creature, yep. Maybe we could set up a lethal swing back. Alright, so here comes everybody. So I want to block Vendilion Click with a Spirit. I guess I want to path to exile Gideon. If I path the Colonnade, I could attack Gideon to death. So I could go block, block. Yeah, so I'm going to block this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, and I guess this guy here, and this guy here. And then I will path to exile a Colonnade, because then I could attack Gideon with everybody. Yeah, we'll block like this. And then I guess we'll draw a card. So we go to 2 life. Path to exile. So the dust settles. Definitely not casting that. And we will, if we attack Gideon with everyone, that kills Gideon. So that is in fact what we will do. And Liliana would have been a good draw there. Just plus it. Maybe discard your last card. I'll play Mutavault. Of nothing in the graveyard. So this game's looking pretty close now. All right, we need a Sorin again. That's not a Sorin. I'm gonna play it though, so we can still tap it for black. I think we just activate. They're just gonna tech edge it anyway. Now we attack with everyone except the Spirit. Can't beat a Snapcaster Mage anyway, or Restoration Angel. I guess we could beat a Snapcaster, but I don't think they have it. We're just gonna think twice us and tech edge our land. Take 4. Not flashing back, think twice. Interesting strategy. I'm assuming they just forgot about it. It's not like they're holding up mana for something. Because now they're gonna, well, I was gonna say they are gonna tap out for Colonnade, but guess not. Alright, come on, Sorin. It's not a Sorin, but that is something. We can't play our Bloodstained Mire because we need to not have 0 cards in hand, because otherwise we're going to die to the Scrivener. I mean, I guess that's not true. We could draw 1 card off the Scrivener, go to 1. Definitely don't need this Thoughtseize at this point, though. We'll plus it. Do you remember your Think Twice? Now would be the time to flash it back, to keep that card in your hand, or cast the card. Surgical Extraction. Targeting path. That resolves. So that was the card, huh? Alright, Liliana resolves. Discard Thoughtseize. And let's see, the opponent still has that Colonnade. I guess we'll get 2 damage in here with this attack. I think we play the land. This is close. Do I want to draw the extra card? We're going to trump block. Yeah, I think we need to. Now that I remembered it. So we have to trump block Colonnade. Then we go to 1 life off the Scrivener, draw 2 cards. Kind of has to be a Sorin. Alright, let's get there. Oh no, it wasn't. We're at 1 life, so we can't even draw off of this. Maybe if we just pass, the opponent won't activate. Because if we play the Crypt Breaker, we're kind of representing lethal. I mean, I guess we are anyway. Liliana sack the wall, attack for lethal. So close. Lingering Souls would have been an out, Path to Exile would have been an out, Sorin would have been an out. Any of those cards would have won us the game. Alright, game 3. It's a close game. So I don't think I missed any of these cards. I mean, I guess if they have walls, the Dark Salvation gets better. Didn't realize they had Wall of Omens. Nile Spellbomb. I mean, it does stop a Snapcaster Mage, but that's about it. I like Inquisition, because early on it could force them to force the important spells out of their hand to get our spells through. And then if we draw it later, we could just pitch it to Liliana or Crypt Breaker. So in this matchup, I think we have enough time to set those up where they're really good. Oath of Liliana. Do I want Oath of Liliana? Do I want 4 Dark Salvations? I mean, I guess if they play like a Restoration Angel mid-combat to block us, then we could kill it with, I guess we can kill it with either one. Oath will get us zombies, zombie tokens. I guess I'll just play 3 of these. Alright, let's do this. Dark Salvation over Nile Spellbomb. Opponent's name, Blue-White Mystic 420. And they're playing a blue-white deck with Mystic Gate. Makes sense. Turn 1 Gravecrawler, turn 2 Mutavault, turn 3 Liliana. Guess I keep. We already have a Plains, so we'll just get Swamp. Man, that last game was close. With so many cards we could draw at the end. Plains, that smells like Path to Exile to me. This is probably Mana Leak. So do I just attack with Mutavault here? I don't want to just get my Liliana Mana Leaked. Yeah, sure, why not? Bring it. Got another one for that. Basically turned my Mutavault into a swamp. We're okay with that. I think I want to rebuy. Well, if it's Snapcaster Mage, then we go Snapcaster, block Mutavault, path the Gravecrawler. So at this point, I think I would rather play one of the Planeswalkers. If you want to Snapcast Path, you got to do it now. So if I go Sorin, and they're like it resolves, and I make a 2/2, they could do the same play where their Snapcast Path the token attacks Sorin. So I think I want a Liliana here. Plus Sphinx's Rev, nice. Play this so I can fetch Godless Shrine. Yep, there it is, Snapcast Path. That is what I anticipated. We have 1 swamp left in our deck. Snapcaster attacks Liliana down to 2. That's fine and dandy. It's a nice one to discard. So we can activate Mutavault and bring it right back. And discard Wrath. So we can play around Mana Leak if we wait. If we wait one turn. I think it's worth it to wait a turn. Yeah. And we don't actually want to attack with the Mutavault, because the Gravecrawler can't block. We'd rather block the Snapcaster Mage with the Mutavault. Which I think we're happy about doing that. I guess we're still not playing around Mana Leak yet if we do that. Don't want to play into like a Condemn though. So I could just take it, put Liliana to 1. I think I like that better this turn. Just so we can play around that Mana Leak. I mean, the opponent hasn't really discarded a card that is better than Mana Leak, but this would be the turn where they would start wanting to. Ooh, Dark Salvation. Hello. So I could just do this. So I get a 2/2 and kill the Snapcaster Mage. And I'm playing around Mana Leak. Now I can land Sorin, then plus. I know I'm not playing around Mana Leak now, but I drew a card that changed the plan, Dark Salvation. Okay, so now I'll plus Liliana. Hopefully you don't bounce something in response. No, just discard Snare. Do I make a 2/2 or do I plus an attack? I can make a 2/2. So now I have a 2/2 Vampire, a 2/2 Zombie, a 2/1 Zombie, and a 2/2 Mutavault. And 2 Planeswalkers to your 3 lands. And I have 7 lands. I think I'm ahead. Haven't quite done the math yet. There's the 4th land. So I would expect like a Restoration Angel is on its way. In which case we probably want to... Ooh. Alright, so I will make a 2/2. I will cast Sorin with Mana Leak mana up. Then I will activate Mutavault and then plus Sorin, attack with everybody, And then if they play Angel, then we let them eat one of our guys. Actually, that's lethal though. They would take 12. So it has to be Cryptic Command. You have to counter it with Cryptic. I think that's your only out. So it'd be like counter it, tap your team, and then you just plus the Liana, discard your last card. We still get to attack with Mutavault too. And they can't even bounce the Liana. Yeah, this is just a really bad spot for the opponent. Counter, tap all my creatures. Plus, discard your Angel. Had that exactly right. Activate, attack you. Now you are dead on board next turn. And I can make you sack your creature. A Verdict would be your best hope, but I could activate Mutavault, attack for 2, bring back Gravecrawler, plus Liliana, and then you'd be at 5, and I'd have 4 power on the board. Alright, good games.